Hello everyone and welcome back to our channel. Today we're going to show you how to do this really pretty one row wonder. This is a one row repeat. It doesn't look like it, but it really is. It's very pretty on both sides. If you use a hook one size larger than it tells you on your yarn, then this pattern will open up like this. It will be much looser and softer. If you want a nice thick one, then use the hook size it tells you on your yarn label. So to do this stitch you need an odd number of stitches. An odd number. Make sure you do your chain a little bit slack so it's not too tight. So I've done 31 stitches in my sample. So we're going to go into the third stitch in your chain. 1, 2 and 3. Put your hook through and pull your yarn through. Now yarn over and come through just one loop. Then yarn over and come through 2. And do it again. Go into the same stitch. Pull your yarn through. Yarn over, come through one loop. Yarn over and then through 2. You're going to skip one stitch and do that same extended cluster. So yarn over, pull through a loop, through the first loop. This is what's extending your stitch. Then yarn over and pull through. These are extended single crochets. So into the same space again, the same chain, pull through, yarn over, through one loop, yarn over and through 2. Skip one stitch and then do the extended single crochet in the next one. 2 into the same stitch. So through one loop, yarn over and through 2. Go back into the same stitch, pull your yarn through, yarn over, come through one loop, yarn over, come through 2. Skip one and move to the next one. You'll do that all the way along. So I've worked my extended single crochets all the way to the end. I've got 2 stitches left. I'm going to skip one and just put one extended single crochet into the last stitch. So pull a loop through, yarn over through one loop, yarn over and come through 2. Now you'll chain 2, 1, 2 and turn. Now into that first space you're going to put one extended single crochet. So put one stitch in, pull a loop through, yarn over through one loop, yarn over through 2. Now you're going to go in between the next cluster of 2. You've got one stitch here and one stitch here, and you've got a piece of yarn going diagonally across here. Now where you're going to go is in that little triangle space. You've got that diagonal stitch, and that is the separation of those 2 stitches, and that's where you're going. Remember we skipped one stitch. That's where you're going, in there. You're going to put your cluster of 2 in there. So pull a loop through one loop, yarn over and through 2, and go in again. Now move to the next one. So you've got a post and a diagonal thread of yarn. You're going in there into that little triangle space where that yarn is, in there. It looks like a little Z, and you're going in there and put your second one in, and that keeps them separated. So look for that little Z there, and you're going in there. So you've got a post and a thread, and you're going in that space to separate those clusters. Do that all the way along. Put 2 extended single crochets into the space in between your clusters. Through one loop, yarn over through two, and in again, pull a loop through, yarn over through one loop, yarn over through two, all the way along. Just look for that little square with that diagonal, and you're going in there and through that little Z. So there's your little Z or Z, whatever you want to call that letter in the alphabet. In there, and do a little Z stitch. So go in there again and do that extended single crochet in that space. Put 2 into each space. In there. Now when you're near the end, it looks like you have a group of 3. You've got your 2, and there is a little Z there in the end. So you've got 2 and then that 1 on the end. So make sure you go into that group and put your 2 in there at the end. Now into that stitch there, that little group of 2 stitches, put 1 extended single crochet, just 1, chain 2 and turn your work, and you're going to go in to that space that's there. Is a little cross stitch, the very first stitch. You've got your one that goes across, and put your first extended single crochet into there, just the 1, and then there you go, you've got your 2 legs, and then that Z stitch there. You're going in that bottom triangle. Once you've done a few of these, you'll see this as easy as anything. So you're missing 2 posts and you've got your diagonal, and that is the row. You'll just keep repeating that. Do these extended single crochets in between each other to all the way along, and you get this really nice 3D texture. So we're nearing the end, and we've got the 2 posts and that crossover on that Z into there, and put your last group. Now you've got sort of 2 here on the end. Now into that last stitch, the top of there, put 1 extended single crochet, chain 2 and turn. Now right into the bottom there, you'll see your little crossover stitch. Right into the bottom, put 1 more extended single crochet, then move along to the space. So again, you've got your 2 posts of your stitch and that little Z. You're going in to that triangle there, into there. You've got the division here, you're going in there, and do your 2 extended single crochets. So you've got a leg, and that Z stitch. You're going in there, and this is how you do this little extended little Z stitch. It's really pretty, and it gives it a lovely texture as well. It's a really pretty stitch for hats, especially for baby clothes as well. Blankets, hats, scarves, anything. It's a really easy stitch as well for beginners. And that is how you do this double feather stitch. It's an extended single crochet, but it looks like lovely feathers, the way feathers go, and that's why this one is called a feather stitch in the book that I have. So until the next time, thank you for joining Hooks and Yarn and One Row Wonders. Please subscribe to the channel. The channel needs to grow. It's quite small at the moment, so the more people who subscribe, then the more motivated will be to put up these really quick one row patterns. Until the next time, goodbye.